What it do, YouTube? Back another video. Hope everybody's doing well. YouTube safe control environment. If you see any firearms, they all been safety checked. There's no one around, no children, nobody under 18 by myself. I clicked 18 over for my content. All following all YouTube guidelines, man. But yeah, man. Yeah, you saw the thumbnail. Home invasions versus an assassination. Thought we should talk about that, man, because it is a difference, man. It is a difference. So off top, like for me, let's start with home invasion. Off top, I would think a home invasion could be either planned or unscripted, or it could be a setup. And those are all three. So unplanned home invasion is probably a couple tweakers or a couple bad guys, bad girls, or a group of people that come across a situation that they didn't really see was going to happen, and then they just jump on it and invade this person's home, whatever it may be. Now, don't confuse a home invasion with a robbery. A robbery is when no one's there. So that's just a robbery, a home robbery. Home invasion when the person's actually in the house. So we're talking about home invasions. Now, the only thing that's wild about the unscripted ones, it can go from 0 to 100 like real quick. So because they didn't plan it out, so now they can go into fight or flight mode, and that's where all the human deletions comes from. Now, a scripted home invasion is an inside job, in my opinion, meaning that they kind of got a drop on the location of the occupants. They got a little drop on maybe their security system or lack of security. Maybe they know they don't have a dog, they don't have cameras up, but that would be inside intelligence. So those are some examples of a scripted one. And then a setup is kind of like a scripted one, but the difference is a setup is that someone you actually knew set you up. Whereas scripted is meaning they just probably got a little intel like on this and that. They were probably talking to someone, say, yeah, man, dude down the street he be having gold chains on and whoop, and then he got the nice little Beamer out front, and I'll be seeing him. He definitely got some money, man. This and that. So so they go do some recon, do some surveillance on that person, and then they go ahead and make their little move. They find out like he lives alone, he ain't got a dog, no kids, all that. So they just go in there 4 or 5 deep and just take what they want, do what they got to do. But a setup is going to be more of like someone you thought you could trust, family member or somebody you thought you could trust, and all the while they've been like giving information to some guys, to a group of people that are gonna come take what you got and possibly your life. And how that is so dangerous and lethal, because that person that's probably selling you out, they probably already done something pretty bad to the point where now they owe somebody something. You see this all the time in the drug world. A local knucklehead drug addict gets into a big debt with something, and then all of a sudden they got to get themselves out of that debt, and then they turn over an opportunity for someone to rob someone for more than what they actually owed, probably the drug dealer or whatever it may be. So that person's probably desperate, and that's why they set you up, and that's why they chose you, because they've been playing off of your friendship and your kindness, but all the while they over there probably got a gambling addiction, a drug addiction, a pill addiction, or whatever it may be, traffic warrants, everything's stacking up on them so significantly that they can't breathe, and now they're gonna go ahead and make a rash decision and set your ass up to get themselves out of a bad situation. And so that's why home invasions are just, they can go from 0 to 100. So if it's unscripted and then you pull out something like this, clear weapon, all that little sticky stuff coming off, clear weapon, you got something like this, and you fire one at the first assailant that comes through the door. Boom, you fire that, that's it. That's the end of the home invasion. It's gonna stop right there. Trust me on that. You fire off one of these in a home invasion, and even if it's 3 or 4 of them coming through your door, they are not gonna continue to come. And if they continue to come, just keep putting lead down range. They're gonna go away. And that's why I love these bullpup shotguns, particularly KSG, for the capacity. You got 15 shots ready to go. If you put minis in here, you can have 22 shots. And so you ain't gotta worry about no reload at all. But once you put one of these down range at the assailant coming through the door, the home invasion is over. All right. Now, with the setup home invasion, reason why that's deadly, because they're probably gonna try to hit you at your most vulnerable time. Like, because remember, they're getting the intel from somebody, so they probably know, oh, he in the shower, right? So now you ain't gonna have no big ass shotgun up in the shower, so you can actually be really victimized and caught off guard like that, the element of surprise. And so that's why that one is a tricky one. When you hear about those in the news and you knew the guy had guns, you knew the guy was well prepared, and he paid attention to his surroundings, but yet he got taken, you can almost surmise that it was a setup. Something happened. Okay. Now let's talk about assassination. Assassination is a plan, deletion, to take you out at all means necessary. And what I mean by that, they're not going to probably come with something like this for an assassination. They're going to come with some real high power stuff. They're going to probably come with things like this, clear weapon, clear firearm. They might come with something like this, a 300 blackout, something like this. They'll have some of these shorties or AR, something like that. They might have a Draco. They might have some Dracos, you know what I'm saying? But they gonna come with some real heavy firepower because it's an assassination. The whole job is to take you off the face of the earth. They don't want you to be here no longer. They're not really coming for your goods. They're not coming for your goods. They're not coming for your jewelry. They're not coming for your firearms. They're coming to delete you. So more than likely, they're gonna come with stuff like this, with full capacity magazines, 3 or 4 deep, and they all gonna have stuff like this. And that's why you need to have something like this also in your home defense, along with a shotgun and a pistol. And that's why I did videos on this before. You should have 4 or 5 firearms out, because you don't know what the situation is gonna cause for. Yeah, shotgun is good enough for a home invasion. It's good enough for a home invasion, but it may not be good enough for an assassination. You know what I'm saying? Because you would need more rapid fire to go down range to back them off. You would need more rapid fire. Not saying I can't get it done, but if you have this, you would have a better advantage, more maximum firepower. 30 rounds of 300 blackout, you'll be able to really put rounds down fast, and then it might be enough to get them up off of you. But again, an assassination is probably a high stakes thing. Someone is trying to take you out because you have a lot of money, and someone's paying a lot of money to take you out. So you probably don't even know that this is going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So someone really wants you gone. You hear about this in marital disputes, ex-husband, ex-wife, somebody they want the insurance, they want the restaurant, they want the Airbnb in Vail, Colorado. So you mad at them, and they send a hit squad over to take you out. So you hear about that in high stakes situations usually, and you hear it in a drug underworld. A drug dealer wants to take out another guy or a syndicate, and they send a hit squad over there to take people out. So those, I just want to point out those differences, So if you got to fire 2 or 3 30-round mags in a quote-unquote home invasion, it wasn't a home invasion. It was a planned assassination on your life. And that's why I say if you got a shotgun, you hit, boom, the first one comes through the door, boom, boom, they're running. Because they're not coming there to assassinate you. They came there to take advantage of you, but they're not going to put their life on the line over the situation, because they're not getting paid to do it. You see what I'm saying? It's an impulsive move. It was a thought. It was an idea, and now it went back because you was ready and you shot double-aught bucket at the first person, blew his whole arm off, and now the other guys are running because they see this big ass shotgun right here, and when you got a slug. I gotta put some more glue on there. If you got a slug or a federal double-aught buck, and you bow, and when they see his buddy, they see their buddy half his face right here, and his neck and his shoulder all laying on the floor. They gonna run big time. These guys, they play Call of Duty, but they not Call of Duty warriors. They just play that shit in the game. And a lot of them, they don't even stick around to see their homies and stuff get shot. So a lot of them have never even seen blood drop. So when you blast one of these off, take off their whole right arm, shoulder and everything, half of their neck is laying on the floor, blood everywhere, gushing out the side of their neck. Yeah, man, they're not gonna stick around for that. They're not gonna stick around for no more smoke. They're gonna be gone up out of there, way up out of there. Adios. So that's why shotguns are awesome, very lethal, can really get the job done. And like I said, if they're not there for an assassination, it's gonna be a short gunfight when you blast off a double-aught buck shot at somebody. I'm telling you, they're not gonna stick around. And that's why I keep saying shotguns is the way to go. This is the way to go. It's the ultimate home defense firearm right here. This is it right here. I'm not saying this particular shotgun. I'm just saying a shotgun. And It's excellent. It's very good. It's very good, and that's why you need to have something like that. Because again, if you've never seen some of the ballistics on shotguns, man, it's pretty impressive. I mean, these things take body parts with them. When you shoot buck or you shoot slugs, you're taking body parts off of people, man. It's like I've heard stories of, SWAT guy. I know he said shot a dude that was running and then hit him in the knee, and literally the dude, when he shot the guy in the back of his leg, the whole bottom half of his leg fell to the floor and the rest of his body fell forward. I mean, that's pretty fucking lethal right there. So you can imagine 9 feet in your home, and you blast one of them crooks with one of these right here. It would take a special individual to come get some more, to keep coming at you. So anyway, man, I just want to point that out, man. The differences between a home invasion and an assassination, and 3 different levels of home invaders. And like I said, you're gonna know when you hear the bump in the night immediately. It's gonna be like a split second of what level you at. Because if you look at your camera like me, I'm gonna look at my camera, boom, boom, and I see guys coming in with these right here, I'm gonna think it's an assassination, so I'm grabbing this right here. And that's why I had this at my bedside ready to go with full capacity magazines, so I ain't go scrambling and running. If I see 1 or 2 goons, skinny jeans on, yeah, I'll just grab this right here, let them get all the way up inside. I'm just gonna sit back in the cut, just wait, and I'll be, all right, come on in. All right, you're almost through the door, okay. And then when I see you almost through the door, I'm really down low, tactical, and I'm waiting, I'm going, okay, come on in, couple more steps, right, bow, right there. And then all of a sudden, whole shoulder, neck, throat area just all disintegrates. The next goon behind him, I'm still got him in his sights, but all I see is his back, and he's running. I'm going, if they still in my house, bow, laying his ass out. You can shoot somebody in the back inside your house. You just can't shoot them in the back outside of your house. The goal is to let them get in the house deep so you can lay their ass out permanently, and then they can't do anything to no one else ever again. And so that's why I'm a firm believer to let them go ahead and funnel in, come on in, right about bow, bow, bow. Oh yeah. They gonna be nice and cooked cooked and skewered and ready to be put in the dirt for permanent burial. And you have just done society a wonderful favor, because if they could have pulled it off on you and got away, they would probably do it again. And then if they got arrested down the block, down the street, we don't even know what the court system would do. Would they parole these motherfuckers, let them back out in 6 weeks or 8 months, and all they're gonna do is do the same thing again? No, that's why I say, don't be doing all that racking shit when they outside your door. Hey, get away from my door. Fuck all that shit. Let the motherfuckers get all the way up in there. Man, let them, y'all got to rack y'all shotgun at night. Mine's already racked. I don't have no kids in my house. So my shotgun is racked with one in the head with the safety off, okay? I know people say, oh man, the shotgun fall on the floor. Man, I got my shit set up the way I want it. I don't have no fucking safety on none of my guns at night. They all got one chambered, ready to go. So when I get up and grab it, I ain't got to take no safety off. I'm going to be kind of half asleep, groggy anyway. I don't got time to be going step by step, racking one, taking the safety off, boom, moving the safety selector over. Man, I ain't got time for none of that shit. My safety's going to be off. One already racked. Let that fool get all the way up in there. Come on in. Boom! Just like that. Game over. So that's how I handle that. And that's why you need multiple firearms, because if assassination attempt is going down, then you're going to have to come with something like this in the same situation. This thing's by my bedside with a, now these I got 220 rounds by my bed, because I like the short tactical part, but I can go full now. I can still go like this if I want to. Don't get it twisted. But these are ARs though. This is AR-15 5.56. So, but I got 220s ready to go. In the same scenario, I see 3 or 4 of them. They got AKs, they got Dracos. That's fine. They ready. They in there. Let them get all the way in. Funnel in, and yada, just start letting off. Man, I promise you that the assassination attempt has just ended, because they were not expecting you to have what they have. You see what I'm saying? You got to have what they have, or they ain't gonna run. Or you got to have more than what they have, and they are gonna run. But if they don't think you got what they have, they're gonna proceed to come into your home and try to take what they want and possibly your life. Man, let me know what you guys think about that, man. Do y'all believe it's a difference, or is it just all the same? Criminals just busting in the house and y'all just category it all the same mindset, same tactics, same agenda, same motive? Because assassination, I'm telling you, they're not coming for your stuff. They just trying to take you out, and then they're gone. They're probably, that's why when you hear about them assassinations, they'll say, well, the detectives will say, oh, this wasn't a robbery. Well, how do you know that? Oh, well, there's a Rolex laying right there. There's $20,000 laying around the dresser. There's a Bentley in the driveway. The keys is right there. So no, that wasn't a robbery. But when you hear about the robbery, homicide, the robbery and home invasions, you will find that they tortured the person, beat them up, all that kind of stuff. It took all their stuff and left, and they let them live. Okay. Then you will hear the other home invasions where they probably caught somebody off guard. They thought maybe they weren't going to be there, and then bop, they're right there, and they end up killing the people, then deleting the people, taking their stuff. So there's a lot of levels to it. But the one thing that's definitely a true factor is if you can have the same thing they have or more, you just gave yourself a higher chance of surviving. That's all. That's the only message that I'm coming with. You cannot just say, oh, I got a pistol by my bedside, I'm good to go. That may not be enough. In most cases, that should be enough. 45 ACP, Glock 21, that should just be enough to lay them all down. But remember, they're on high-powered drugs, okay, geeked up, liquor, alcohol, all of it. So, you know, a pistol caliber round may not be enough. You know, they come in through the door with 300 blackout AKs and Dracos. That may not be enough. So understand, multiple firearms, and then you wake up in the morning and you don't need them. Just put them all up in the safe and carry on as usual. But what's the problem with having 3 or 4 firearms out? Because you ain't gonna have time to go scrambling, unlocking, hitting the safe button, putting your thumb on the reader, pop, go loading the mag. Man, you ain't got time for all that. These home invasions is less than 5 seconds, 6, 7 seconds max. The long ones are 10 seconds, 15 seconds. Most of them are under 7 seconds. So you ain't gonna have time to be doing all that, man. You're gonna have all these guns locked and loaded, ready to go, looking at the camera, knowing what tool you're gonna break out. Is it gonna be this? Is it gonna be the shotgun? Am I gonna be okay with the PCC? Is this gonna be enough? Is this gonna be enough for me? Can I back them off with this? Will this be enough? We don't know. We got to see what's coming through the door. But the key is, once you identify what they have and how many it is, you'll know which tool to grab. But the best part about it, it'll already be locked and loaded and ready to go. You ain't got to trip. You notice I got lights on all my home defense firearms, so already ready to go. You see what I'm saying? Ready to go. Don't have to trip off that. So that's what I'm getting at, man. Home invasions versus assassinations. It is a difference, man. Anyway, man, it's your boy Eisenberg's Tactical. Like, comment, subscribe. You do know the police will not be there in time, so it's going to be very critical for you to be ready to protect your own life. And then when they get there, let them know what happened. You'll have all the evidence and to show why you did what you did. Hey, man, everybody stay blessed. Peace.